What's good, everybody? What up? What's up there in the normal world of not West of Loathing? Welcome back to the world of West of Loathing, presented to you by the Red Eyes Gamer. Well, not presented. I didn't make the game. I just play it. I don't want to get sued, so I'm saying that for legal reasons. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get on into this. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The last episode was pretty much planned, to be the last of this. But I realized I didn't read some stuff. I also realized that getting the rebootment stuff was not gonna be easy. So I may just leave that one to you guys, since I've done all the good stuff, at least the stuff that matters is gonna help people. These must be bound by Bob's spare boots. Wonder why he kept them in his office safe. Let's see here. You guys give me 1 extra AP, 2 muscle, 2 mysticality, and 2 moxie. Gonna put you guys on right now, actually. And I think it's time, though yeah, Dog Alice also had some words for you guys. And by you guys, I mean me. Well, I sure don't like you using that skeleton army to accomplish your goals. Seem pretty much the opposite of why I'm here traveling with you. But, sigh. But those clowns were absolutely up to no good, and the skeletons were very effective at getting rid of them. Is that what you wanted to hear? I just ain't sure the ends justify the means. Well, Dog Alice, I understand your point completely. Personally, I've always wanted to get rid of them goddamn skeletons, so let's go and make your wish come true. You smelt it before you see it. A skeleton traggling towards you, covered in mud and muck, and smelling like garbage juice. It must have crawled out of some horrible bog, and if the skeleton smells this bad, the bog must be unbearable. So it makes sense that even the skeleton won't get away from there. Well, don't worry, we can get that skeleton even further away from there by sending it on to the hereafter, the afterlife. I did want a chance to lose my fancy new hammer that actually doesn't do the amount of damage I was expecting it to do, but at least it's strong nevertheless. Besides, it's almost time to end this series. End it, as in it's finally time to get hello with this game that I can admit it's been going on for a while. I mean, we're at minute 40. And as much as I would love to say that, no, let's see here. Let's tank their stuff with West. You sparkle the waste all over the food. If this works by tomorrow, they should be no more. Well, we won't really know tomorrow. To be honest with you, I think you guys already got the results in like at least one of my episodes nevertheless. But I do want to see one thing, just one thing. And yes, I know there is more that I could technically be doing. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you there probably most likely is. I never figured out what to do at Dr. Morton's office. But for the sake of looking around, let's go here and see if there is anything, so that I can officially go and see the final cutscene and get on with, well, no, we haven't found any interesting walks yet. Though fixing up this thing probably has something to do with it. Abandoned mine. I mean, might as well. The hairs of your back, on the back of your head, okay. This is bad. I probably should have just surrendered. Ow. You gave up the ghost, so to speak. You got a perk. Glutton for punishments. You're angry. That really, Yeah, that makes you feel sometimes. Yoshi makes an incredibly annoying noise, waking you up. You mount up and continue to where you headed. Thank you, Yoshi. Oh yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, one thing I stopped doing completely was reading the perks I got. Let's see here. Cause I guess I do owe you guys at least that. The boon of Duke Bolfus. You feel very powerful, but a lot of your blood has been replaced with liquid evil. Muscle increased by 6, physicality increased by 6, monthly increased by 6. Oh, and I can't get rid of that. That lowers my health by 20%. That's pretty bad. You just can't get enough of losing. You gain experience from fights, even when you lose. Well, let me see how myself is looking. More importantly, my health. And okay, yeah, my health is not the best at the moment. I'm definitely not hitting. Well, not only am I not hitting like I'm supposed to be hitting, but yes, things aren't the best necessarily. But I guess I can go here. I just wanted to look up one thing. That's the what storage facility. I already got everything here. Yeah, I was just trying to see around, like see if there's anything. Do I still have these pants on? Cause I don't want these pants on. I want my muscle pants on. You know, pants that make me stronger. Because let's be honest here, though this hammer is great, it's really doing some things. I don't need it. Hey, this thing needs to be working, or good enough. Yeah, I didn't know what to do here. So one last thing I'm gonna do before I actually, you know, like finish this, making this, you know, like a thing. Who knows, I may just do this on my own time. There's a crate lying here, it has a pickaxe scratched on the side, but it isn't clear if that's to indicate contents or operation instructions. Let's open it. Okay then, the usual. Hey, what's this? You found a medical gun. Okay. Medical gun. I guess I'm gonna shoot you with health. I'm gonna shoot the healing into you. But now that I have... No. Before I talk to you, let me look at this. Medicine gun. Good. If you don't think about it too much, a pistol is just a more effective syringe. Increases your maximum HP by 30. Give me you. Give me you right now. I mean, technically speaking, he does have a point. But yeah, I wanted to max out my options for a while. I could plate that you're wearing. People with silver hats get more done. Oh yeah, wait, I don't have to smeldering lesser to make a good hat. This will enhance your hat to add 1 extra maximum. Maybe something else. Could plate your weapon. This will increase the damage of your equipped melee weapon by 3, or even more against critters that are vulnerable to silver. Plate my weapon. Let's do the weapon. You hand him your weapon, and after a time, he hands it back, silvery and glittery. What else can you plate? Need something plated. What are my options? Maybe something else. This will increase the damage by, I don't really use my pistol. Well, I could silver up this cord wire. There's a turnip that looks interesting. Dang, it takes that much just to plate the turnip? Well, anything for a weird life. Go ahead and plate my tongue. Why not? Let's see here. Oh dang, he didn't even give me the choice? Dang. Well, I guess I lose a bunch of meat. Open as wide as you possibly can. The process is extremely painful. Oh god. You got the perk, Silver Tongue. Immediately afterwards, you ask him for a complete refund and he gives it to you. It works. Yay. Yay. Oh god. Ow. Yeah, I'm just looking around. I'm broadening my options. You find an abandoned crate on the side of the hill, addressed for treason. Well, it's mine now. That's how it works. It is now mine. And that's just say I know a way to get more gold, because I just remembered I have a big, very valuable diamond. These boots are very uncomfortable to wear, but you can probably walk across hot coals in them and not even feel it. Well, no. Actually, I want to sell something that's gonna make me a lot of money. Where is it? Wall camera. This tiny little hammer is more about precision than impact, and it's even more about knowledge than precision. Just figured I'd read that for the hell of it. But where's my enormous diamond? There we go. That should be enough to get it, get my thing made. But there was something else here. Stock certificates. I hear they go up in value, which is one of the reasons I didn't, Terrifying Book of Nessus, best love poem book ever written. I'll hold on to that one. And now I can actually get this turnip plated. Yes, I know I'm basically maximizing my stats. There is a hat, like a really good hat that raises your muscle by a lot. I can't make it now. With a loud walk noise draws your attention, you follow the sound to a man in a once white apron who is butchering a bighorn. Sleep or some other desert creature with an oversized, heavy-looking meat cleaver. As he's hunting, you impatment up onto his shoulder for another blow. He catches sight of you and hisses with a wild look in his eyes. Who's there? Don't test me, boy. I'll chop you up like this goat, whatever it is. Show him how it's done. You grab the cleaver's handle from the non-spoken butcher, lift the blade up over your head, and with a yow, and smash it into the carcass, chopping the beast right in half. What do you think of that? I'll just collect my meat here and go. I'll go ahead and keep the chopper. That's fine. I got an item, blood cleaver. Well, don't mind if I do. Just had to show you how it was really done, cause you weren't doing it right. You had the right knife, you just weren't strong enough. Let's see here. Blooded Cleaver. This intimidating cleaver will ward off your enemies from now until June. You increase my muscle by 3, which, if I'm right, is not better than my... Deals extra damage against cows and other demonic creatures. Okay, so that's what silver is. Okay, well, can I finally plate my turnip? Yes, I would like to have this turnip placed. He takes the turnip and gives it back a short time later, shiny and glittering. Would you not hollow it out in the middle so it wouldn't rot inside? But you can what you call it? I hollowed it out in the middle so it wouldn't rot inside. But you can now wear it. As a hard hat now. You got an item, turnip crown. Neat. Okay, so what does the turnip crown do? Turnip crown. This was a strange choice to choice to silver plate this, but it's definitely one of the four shiniest turnips you've ever seen. And its balance is such that you can now wear it on your head. All hail the monarch of turnips. Increases your muscle mysticality and moxie by 3. Cool. I mean, I know you're not better than my hippie hat. If I'm right, the hippie hat currently increases my everything by, well, it just increases my muscle by 4. But the turnip crown, it's only like 1 point of strength, just 1. And hey, it's a crown that is mine. And now that I am the king, the king of turnips, basically. I wasn't able to revive that ghost, but I never ran into that offense. I think it's time we walk into the movie theater a real king. It's time to showcase all that I have learned. And by learn, I mean acquired. I had a gold tooth crown, but I had to give it away. Well, not really had to give it away. I just did that. But nevertheless, I did. I'm wearing what is essentially an upside down butt on my head. I feel accomplished now. Looks like somebody on the train got the job as the projectorist. Whatever. Would you like to watch this movie? It's free because movies have only recently been invented, and nobody has figured out why they should charge you for what they have charged you for them yet. Note, doing this will not change anything about the world or your character. When the cutscene is over, you'll still be right here, and you can keep playing, if you want. Sure, show me that final cutscene. Officially ending the game. Some folks say endings don't really matter. Okay. But other folks, they like to know how things turn out, the consequences of their actions. With the train running again, San Francisco thrived. People came from all over to seek their fortunes, but thanks to you, they didn't have to do with fire because some cows attacked their wagon. They didn't have to do so with fire because some cows attacked their wagon. Oh yeah, because I technically took out the cows. I imprisoned their leader. Press any button. Look at all those people. With this OP gold crown, Emperor Norton unleashed ushered in an age of undialed prosperity in Francisca. Despite the warnings of his civil engineer, Norton ordered the construction of a practical city, hall with solid gold wires. Well, those are them definitely fancy buildings. Hey, it's a tooth crown. I have to say, it looks good on that old crazy person. City Hall. Okay. Maybe he wasn't completely crazy. I don't think. Dissatisfied with the fact of returning to her old life in Boring Springs, Dog Alice opened up a free clinic in San Francisco and lived out the rest of her days as a practicing doctor. Francisca lost lost the moral atmosphere in the opening of a moradic mind way down. The presumably meant she stayed too busy to worry not much most days. So a new mind opened up. Francisca lost moral atmosphere in the opening. Lost the moral atmosphere in the opening of a mercenary mind way down. The whatever meant she stayed too busy too much to worry most days. So let's see what happened to Dog Alice. The clinic was so important to Francisca's evidence, whatever. Commutative movement that the popular song was written about. The refrain was, you can get rid of anything you want at Doc Alice's clinic. Dang, she's treating all the hippies. She's literally treating all the hippies in the dirty medics. Nice to see she found work though, and hey, she's an actual doctor now. Look at that. After she finished getting the Baker boys up and running, Lucy, that's her name, moved to Francisca and opened her own shop, specializing in astronaut bread and pies. Unfortunately, after some unknown vigilante kept breaking in at night and destroying all of her pies, she had to switch to a bread-only business model. Hey, she made good bread. It was that good, someone just had to have it and couldn't pay for it. Damn you, poorness! Thanks to your assistance, Hobart Barchett, whatever, got the photography bug, or should we say the photography owl. Anyway, he opened up a gallery so that the citizens of Francisca would never again have to suffer from the inability to see pictures of owl skeletons whenever they wanted. Wow, look at all the pictures of skeleton owls. It's not creepy at all. Name left the fort and set up shop in Francisca. His cult fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. The growth was entirely due to word of mouth, because the first rule of CrossFit is that you could not stop talking about CrossFit. Hey, weird music plays. So many people. Look at them all getting in shape. Yeah, look at those moves. You guys will be able to take on the demons, except you don't have to, because I already took out the demons. The cultists you rescued eventually joined a different cult, but the new one is quite a bit safer than the old one, since it's mostly just about annoying people on the streets instead of ushering ancient evil disasters. Domesticators, whatever. Hey, happy cultists! Nice to see that I started something good. Probably the start of something else I can't say the name of right now. But it's better than the old one. Yay! With your help, the professor guided enough knowledge about vibranium technologies to start building his own. He opened a very useful customer technology store in San Francisco. For decades, people spend all their time staring at little computers for decades. People spend all their time staring at little computers in their hands, instead of talking to one another. Oh God. Oh God. If I break, oh God. Makes me look at my phone in a different light now. I still feel bad that I wasn't able to get the stuff like up and running, but that would have probably taken me like a bunch more episodes, so I'm just gonna end it there. The performance you sent to Dirtwater, formed the greatest burn. The performers you sent to the Dirtwater filmed the greatest band in the history of music. The perfect union of precision, strings, and technology. They immediately secured their place in the culture history of Loathing. Their songs were intuitive. Their stage presence was spectacular. In their liner notes on their I can't think of the word right now. Films were extremely clever and interesting. They called themselves the Astracorns, whatever. Yay! Nice to see Dirtwater still getting some love. Look at that music. That the little android guy was the hardest to get there, but trial and error, guys, trial and error. Buffalo. Bill retired from the killing trade and made a killing opening a restaurant in Francisco. Buffalo, wild weeds. Nice to see he's happy too. And we have buffalo wings. With an extra buffalo, cause it's just that good. You put the extra buffalo in your buffalo step. You solved all of Brentwood's problems. With the increase in morale, the citizens' resources, they were able to clean the weeds from the road and fix the well in the broken hits post. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a big new coat of paint, refurbish the fabrics, whatever, on the buttery biscuits, and add a second story to the bunker house. They even managed to get that horse in the rehab. Look at Brentwood. It's clean. The well works. And that's a normal horse on all fours, not two, which is an improvement. Oliver Garden and Cactus Bill lived happily ever after. They even had a few youngins. Oh God, her vagina is not okay. Yay, look at the kids. Even Cactus Bill is gonna continue his legacy. Potting him is not gonna be easy. She actually fucked the cactus. I'm looking at her a whole different way. She's brought a whole different meaning to love. Chuck continued to run his blood and breakfast without incident, accident, scoundrels, or allegations for many years. Yay! I mean, we established he's actually a good guy, but I still think he murdered at least one body or two. You won 4 of the reenactment scenarios at Fort Memorial. They still think about you. Remember that Chuck guy came through here? Yeah, he's really good at this game. Do we have any more root beer? Yeah. Remember my name. Say my name. With your help, Ward Bean's Justice Bean Museum became the talk of the town. Well, first they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, hoo-wee! Yay! Assumably, he's actually selling jelly beans. Look at how happy those guys are. He seems excited. Dirtwater became, relatively speaking, a thriving metalopolis. Thanks to your efforts as the ambassador, an all-round helpful stranger. The once sleepy town became a shining oasis in the brittle land. Every man, woman, and child in the town knew your name. They even put up a little plaque with your name on it in your old room, in your old room at the Jewel Saloon. Oh, cool! I mean, it still looks the same, but cool! I did that! Ooh, stripe hat, wizard hat. Look how happy those guys are. Hey, he's still assumably sharing his stories. I don't know if you give him like a bunch of liquid birdom, it like does something, but yay! Look at how happy everyone is, except that guy in the corner. Assumably he hasn't been late in a few years, but yay! As for you, yeah, what happened to me? All this great stuff I did. Am I in a mansion now? And as for you, after your adventure, you settled in Francisco and bought a very long, very narrow house. You filled it with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection. When you left home, you told Rufus you wanted to help people. Over the course of your adventure, you've helped 72 people. You weren't whistling Dixie when you declared your intentions. If you have been Catholic, they definitely would have sanctified you if you had asked. But you wouldn't have asked because you wouldn't want it to be any trouble. My hat collection. The first hat, my guns. The Pope hat, a picture's map. I never did find safe cracking. Never did. My turnip hat. Well, crown, actually. Man, look at my long, narrow house. Hey, look, it's the yeast hat. My hippie hat. The spittoon crown. A bunch of bones. Oh, I guess it's like old... I guess technically everything represents like something I did throughout the campaign. I see I'm missing some hats. I'm willing to bet the tooth crown hat was there. It probably would be there if I got it remade, but I'm just gonna continue on anyway. In 1906, all of the remaining cows in the West were simultaneously activated by some kind of signal from hell. They formed east, forming a gigantic single-minded herd. Fortunately, since you somehow managed to tramp Duke Bolfus on this side of the ground and cleansed yourself of the bovine blood tainted, the army of cows had nobody to lead them. The 100th East, they turned east into a chaotic mess. So is that just the East, or they just stayed in the East? I'm guessing they stayed in the East because I heard in order to get the good things. So, hell, then how do I completely take out the cow scene? Maybe you just can't. I mean, I had to look up some more lock foods and stuff, but maybe they just can't. The digressing herd never even met a single human settlement. Okay, so that is a good thing. Yay! I did it. I did it, guys. They didn't even harm the humans, yeah. Because there is no one to lead them. Let's see here. 420 years later, deep beneath the ground, ancient machines silently stopped doing what they were built to do. It's probably fine. You and everybody you know are dead by then, and most of humanity have moved to spare. Still, though, it's a shame about the plants. There were some cool bars there. Yeah, I know. Oh man, it was possibly like one more thing. Who knows? Maybe I'll solve it like months later on, like if I ever get good. Thank you for playing. The credits of Rest of Loathing. Look at all those people. Extra special thanks to these people. Special thanks to the names on screen. Look at them, pause this video and look at them. Special thanks to everyone who helped make the Nintendo Switch port happen. Because if it weren't on the Nintendo Switch, I would have never played it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I still don't know how to get online games to work on this thing. And everyone else at Nintendo too. Thanks to all the folks at Meta Brunch, but in particular, those people. All of our family and friends that we missed so much these past few years. Everyone who helped the demo at PAX and gave us your great feedback. Beta testers, because there were plenty of them. I feel like some things, because I'm not gonna lie, most of the guides I was looking up probably was for like the PC version. So I can see where some things, like playing the Nintendo Switch version, you definitely do notice what could and could not be. Or when it says you don't have to do all of something, I do have to do all of something. Because the Nintendo Switch port is like the newest port to my knowledge. The end. Well, guys, I am way over time, and I do not want to have to edit more. This is and you guys are probably seeing this the end of this series, and to the most part it is, at least the main part. There's still some things that I could do. I could try to get that ancient stuff up and going, because I feel like, hell, I didn't even do that in my last playthrough. Well, by myself I did. You know this trails of vegetation off the sides, we can only mean certain thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this thing. Overall thoughts, I like this game. It's a fun game. Yeah, you pretty much going down. Not to mention it's coated in silver, tainted beefsteak, extra thick leather. Yeah. So I really do like this game. But, my dear audience, and it is a huge but, this is not where it ends. Because, as you can see, I have brought the DLC. You guys see the ghost cart here, and when Markiplier played this game years ago. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. You make me feel special, if you're even still watching this series. In the next episode, we're gonna go to the Gun Manor. I think that's the name of it. And I will see you all in the next episode. Later.